I'm Rafael, Senior Programmer at Frontier Developments, and you're watching The Game Code.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with my good man, Dan Shirvani. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Good. Nice to meet you. So we've already talked as usual before this about all sorts of fun stuff, but we're going to talk about some more specific things to start. First up, you are from here in Dartmouth. You're also a fellow YouTuber.
I am.
There's not a lot of us around here.
I am.
Or I shouldn't say there's not a lot of us around here that's past like 100 subscribers
That
or something
is
like that.
completely true. I agree with that.
There's probably a few people that have posted, cat videos and stuff, but nothing too fancy beyond that. You're into the Battlefield scene, probably like the montagey stuff like we talked a bit about before, but can you tell the viewers about the Battlefield series? I'm sure that about everybody's heard about it, but assuming nobody has, can you tell them a little bit about that?
So the Battlefield franchise obviously started off as like a first-person shooter, and everybody, obviously that's obvious, everybody knows that. But it just picked up because of, kind of like how versatile the game is and what you can do in the game. There's big open maps, vehicles. It's kind of like the pillars of Battlefield, which, even now they kind of advertise that the pillars of Battlefield are vehicles. And it really is because it's kind of what sets it aside from the other games. Not so much the newer ones because, they're using newer engines in terms of, look, we have destructible environments and...
Frostbite 3 now, I think?
So Frostbite 3. But... the basic pillars are just the vehicles. It's just, you can jump in a tank, you can just jump in a Jeep and then just get out of that, jump in a tank and then jump in a helicopter.
And to be blown up over and over
and over again. And you keep raging over that, but you still continue to do it just because it's so fun for the 10 seconds you get in a jet before you get shot down.
Of course. I don't even get shot down in a jet. Last time I played Battlefield, I had 4. I hopped in a helicopter for the first time. They have yet in the series to do a great job of providing you a way of learning how to fly these things. And I just jumped in and I never even left the ground. I just proceeded to tilt forward and blow myself up, which was quite awesome. It was quite awesome. It was totally worth it. It's totally worth it. So that just explains a bit about how you got into Battlefield. So you just started with Battlefield 2. Was that your first Battlefield experience?
Actually it was. It was in 2005.
Okay.
I actually got it as a gift. I was really big into first-person shooters. I was really big into Counter-Strike. I was really big into the Half-Life series. I love those games. That's how I got into first-person shooters. But I had it was my birthday and I got it as a gift. It was like Battlefield 2. It was like, oh, Battlefield, this game looks really cool. So popped in the computer, started playing it, and I just fell in love with the game. I fell in love with it there. I started playing Battlefield 1942 a little bit after that because I did a little research to see if there were any other games out there. And then we got into 2142 Titan mode. Was my all-time favorite mode.
And people still don't stop talking about
It's amazing. That, It's just so fun. Like there's nothing that can replace Titan mode for me in Battlefield. And Battlefield Bad Company came out, and we all got a little disappointed because they didn't release the game on the PC. So we all wanted the game to be out on the PC with the new Frostbite engine, and they just released it on the consoles. And I was a big PC gamer, and Battlefield started on the PC. So we're all waiting, we're like hoping for a Bad Company on the PC, and then they announced Bad Company 2 on the PC. We're all just
elated.
They were going crazy. We're like, oh, Bad Company going to the PC.
That was my favorite too. Like Bad Company 2 is still by far my favorite Battlefield.
Fun game. I know it didn't have jets. I know it didn't have prone. People complain about that all the time, but it was still a hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Couldn't lie down. First world problems.
Can't fly a jet.
That's absolutely terrible. Can't get into a jet. Oh man, terrible. Just horrible. So. As we said, YouTube guy, you got 40,000 subscribers or somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a pretty good clip of subscribers. So, how would you describe your YouTube channel to people that haven't seen it before?
So, I mostly focus on. Well, I used to focus a whole lot on montages and whatnot. So, playing with friends, you kind of pull off these amazing, I wouldn't say stunts or anything, but
stuff just tends to happen in Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't mean it to happen. It just happens by the nature of the game.
Yeah, pretty much, especially with me being a noob, right? And everybody says, oh, you're a good player, I'm not. I'm probably just about an average player. And, things happen, we come across a couple people who are not paying attention, or
of course.
A group of people who are just maybe newcomers, they're noobs themselves, and, you get lucky, and some really cool things happened. So, we were just, the whole recording thing started in Battlefield Bad Company 2. So we just, we all got our hands on Fraps and DX Story, and we're like, hey, let's start recording some cool stuff that, that might happen. So we started recording, and then we had the clips. We're like, hey, how can we put these together? So we started going across some of these editing programs that were kind of new at the time to everybody, the whole making videos on YouTube, gaming videos. So we started working on those, and montages were kind of like the big thing, just the really basic, low editing. Put on some music, put the clips together, bam, done. Yeah. That's the clips just speak for themselves, right?
Exactly.
That's the kind of that's the kind of videos we were focusing on. But over time, it started evolving, and more and more people started, getting on the big screen, and some people were really known for, and kind of, people kind of specialize in their own field. So we got people, I'm probably going to mention names too. So people on YouTube probably know Thready's a really, really big guy in montages on Battlefield. Anybody watching this probably know him. We have the Russian Badger. He's actually Canadian himself. He lives in the U.S. He's the
Russian Badger that's Canadian living in the U.S.
Yep.
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the. If he sees this, I know he's gonna be on to me for this.
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet. So he's the biggest. He's one of the biggest commentators in the whole Battlefield world. We have some people who are competitive players. They do a lot of tutorials. They teach people how to play. Some people just want to get better. And then some other people, they just, go around and have fun. They're not the best players. They're just goofing around, because, cool stuff happens when you're on the battlefield.
I'm too bad to try, so I'll just go in and run around and kill myself.
Exactly. So stuff like that happens. And then there's the group of guys I hang out with. So, we play from time to time. We do some recording, and, we get lucky sometimes to get some cool clips. I still make the occasional montage. I have some clips saved, which I haven't worked on. But what I've been trying to focus on recently has been basically kind of like cinematography in Battlefield. So with the new, we used to have Battle Recorder in Battlefield 2, which they never brought back. So people started pushing for it, so they brought in spectator mode. And spectator mode was like a first step in Battlefield 4 into pushing the gamers into recording their stuff and viewing the battlefield from different perspectives. So you can go in like a third cam, free cam, first person, follow players, vehicles. So we wanted better control over the camera. So we wanted to make actual movie-style short films and videos. So we've been working together with a couple people. People can actually check out the website too. It's called Battlefield, so BF Cinematic Tools. If you just Google it, you'll find it. It's a free tool. People can download it. Obviously not on Punkbuster servers, because
nothing is ever on Punkbuster servers.
Yeah, not on Punkbuster servers.
Not even clean games sometimes are on Punkbuster servers.
Pretty much.
Good luck.
Yeah. We're working on that, and in the past, if my subscribers are watching this, anybody who knows me, they'll probably know I haven't posted anything in the past 3 or 4 months. I've been a little busy with real life problems, but at the same...
That's a dangerous thing to say to YouTubers, by the way.
Yeah, they don't believe me when I say
Nobody ever believes it.
I have a life,
Unless you get hit by like a moving vehicle or something, nobody has any sympathy for anybody on YouTube.
Yeah. But at the same time, we were working on the program. Right now, we're working on a 64-based, so a program that can work on the 64-based systems. Because we had the 32 one ready for people to use. So it can also work with the newest patch of the game, right? And right now it's in beta testing mode. We're working on it, and it should be done soon. We're still kind of messing around with it, but once it's done, people can expect a whole lot of really cool videos. If any of you guys have you watched any of the Battlefield Bad Company 2 squad story videos?
I think I might have seen like 1 or 2 on occasion. I know, I don't know if you've experienced this thing. You work on YouTube. You don't tend to spend a lot of time on YouTube. Yeah, because you just work for YouTube at that point.
That's true.
But I'm pretty sure I have actually seen a couple. But yeah, those are
the kind of videos we're aiming for. Yeah. And with the new cinematic tools, where you can pretty much not just change the field of view, the kind of camera you can have. You can have a camera that's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen in movies that kind of connect the camera to a guy's gun and he's moving forward, just getting his a face or watching him from the front.
Absolutely.
A third-person kill cam that's following him, and then you can add in the running animation, so it's like a motion-filled camera movement. Also, vehicle chase cams in different angles, changing the depth of the field. Maybe you can focus on a close object and then have the background blurred, or even vice versa.
Yeah.
So all that will make some really cool scenes. Say there's a sniper sitting on a hill and he's taking aim. You kind of have it focused on his gun and his face, and everything else in the background is kind of blurred out. So it kind of adds a really nice scene.
Absolutely.
Chase cams in the middle of firefights, they're really cool. If people, there's also previews of our work with the cinematic tools, and they're on YouTube and the website too. So some of the stuff is really, really cool.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So that's what we're working on. So stay
Excellent.
tuned.
What would you suggest people do to try and get into this now?
The main thing people should focus on, which people still message me nowadays. They message me on Twitter. I get messages on Facebook, on Google+, whatever it is. People ask me, and I tell them every single time, it's quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Do not care about, I have 100,000 videos. It doesn't matter. If you have 2 videos that can get you, say, about 100,000 views, you're bound to get at least 10, 20,000 subscribers from just the 2, if you can get that many views from them. So if the video goes viral. So we're talking about, I'm pretty sure everybody's probably watched Battlefield 1. It's a short film. It just went viral. They also posted it on Machinima. It was everywhere on YouTube. That video got over like 2 million views. So Runazook guy, so he got a lot of views. Any of those crazy videos. Quality over quantity, and you want to put all the time and effort you have into a video, and stick to your own style. Do not try to be someone else. Do not try to copy someone else's style. Now, I'm not saying, maybe you're a commentary guy too, so maybe you're going to have a similar style of commentary, but that's just you. But what I mean is, if commentary is your thing, try not to go into montages or vice versa, right? Tutorials or short films or whatever they are, right? Stick to your own thing. Focus on that, put time and effort into it. And as far as promotions go, you can't really, people message all the big guys, can you like my video? Can you say something? The thing is, we get so many messages, right? I mean, I have over 40,000, and I get probably like 10, 20 messages a day. Imagine the guys who have like 300, 400,000 subscribers. They probably get at least 50 messages a day, at least, we're talking each individual social media website. So I try to go through as many as I can at once. Right now, if I go on my channel right now, I haven't checked it in a couple weeks, probably 50, 60 messages at least right now. So probably asking me where I've been to. So
well, that'll happen too.
That's gonna happen.
So in general, it's just stick to what you
stick to what you do.
And like.
One last suggestion, try to go on, you can't start big. You got to start on the smaller websites. There's websites that allow regular people, like people who've got really small channels with a few subscribers, to post their stuff, to promote their stuff. You got to start there, because that's how we started, right? I didn't get a whole lot of promotion through other channels. There were some videos I worked on that did, but it's mostly the smaller websites. Now, there's a lot of websites that have expanded. So the websites that we started with have grown, and they're really big right now.
Absolutely.
So they're not going to let the smaller guys come in. But there's smaller websites that are grown with the smaller channels at the same time. So they can start with them and then work their way up, which is exactly what we did. So it's kind of like a similar method. But you kind of have to focus on quality over quantity. When we started, it was mostly quantity over quality, because there weren't that many of us out there at the time.
No, it's just you could not actually post enough videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Nonstop.
So now it's like, there's so many of us, so people have kind of specialized in their own fields. So now you're trying to, go like, okay, so now I got to work on quality, because that's what people expect from me.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, so just focus on what you're doing, and put your time and effort into it.
Do what you like, do it well.
Don't get disappointed.
And when you have 3 viewers and 2 of them tell you suck, just keep going. This is YouTube.
Keep going. Failure is part of success.
So where can people find your YouTube channel? Just give them a quick heads up, your social media and stuff.
So people can find me. I have 3. I'm not on Facebook. I have my personal Facebook, which people have heard my name. I'm sure they can find it. But that's just for my real life friends and whatnot. As far as YouTube goes, I have 3 social media websites that I'm on. So people can find me on Google+, which they can find through my YouTube and vice versa, and also my Twitter. So if you guys look for the Sentinel Battlefield, if you look that up, or if you want to look up Try S Gaming, so TRIS gaming, all in one word, you'll be able to find my channel. It's quite a long story how I came up with that name. So.
Well, next time we'll find out about that name, but coming up after the break, we're going to be throwing as much of this quizzy stuff as we possibly can at you to see just how much you got going on up there outside of the FPS world in terms of gaming. I'm claiming the #1 quiz show here on Community One. It's happening. If you want to come at it and come take that title, come get it. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.